Last week, Twitter user ZHugeEX tweeted about this very obvious Splatoon knockoff from China. Looks like it's called Sepia Go. It looks intriguing, but I was very worried about having a shady Chinese knockoff on my phone. It could access all of my personal info and do some really malicious stuff. But I figured, you know what, you guys would probably think it's just as interesting as I did, and somebody's gotta get in there and try it out, so let's do it, let's try it out. One particular thing that worried me were the app permissions. I don't want this thing sending text to China on my behalf, but we could just throw this bitch in airplane mode and forget about the whole thing, right?
Oh. I mean, I don't know what that means. What the? Is it because my phone's in airplane mode? Oh, you know, I'll turn the Wi-Fi on. Hopefully that'll do it. What the hell is this? This could be literally anything. Well, you know what? I'm doing it for the YouTube. I'm hoping it's just assets. Oh, God help me. Access approximate location. I mean, everything accesses my location, so who even cares? This is the one. I don't want you sending text messages. I mean, alright, whatever. Just be nice to me. What the f*** are you? My phone's gonna be a Chinese proxy. Oh god, it is sending text messages on people's behalf. I don't think I have an option to turn off text messaging. I'll just leave the data off. Press UC, then press the arrow on the bottom right arrow. The arrow on the bottom right arrow. Huh? Okay. That's scary because that looks almost like PayPal. Don't charge me, don't charge me, don't charge me. Okay, we're somewhere.
This game is literally just Splatoon. All of the art ripped right from Splatoon. All of the assets right from Splatoon.
This is just the hub world. This is just Inkopolis. This is ridiculous. That's just the Miiverse logo.
The second you start the game, you even get the same character creator. It's just all de-resed and shoved into a phone.
I'm a squid now. I'm a kid now. Let's be a girl.
The first few single-player levels seem to be smaller tutorials, which is okay for a mobile port.
What is this? Oh, I'm a squid. I'm a squid now. What is it? Oh, are those other people? I think those are other people.
I was absolutely shocked to learn that this game had online multiplayer, and it worked surprisingly well. I mean, when it works, it runs well.
Yes! I've never been this excited to play a knockoff before. This is amazing.
I wasn't able to get an 8-player match working. The most I can get was 2v2, and that crashed.
I want to murder. Let me murder a kid. Oh, come on. I was having such a good time.
But my 1v1 match went swimmingly, aside from the garbage controls.
Kill him. Kill him. This is very wonky. I can tell that they're having a hard time too. Alright. That killed him. Oh my god, is that his corpse?
It's definitely not as smooth as the regular Splatoon, and it definitely doesn't control well. Splatoon is known for being one of the few games with great motion controls. This knockoff doesn't have that. It doesn't have motion controls at all. That seems like something that would fit perfectly on a mobile platform.
My thumbs aren't really capable of controlling the camera the way that the game wants me to. I need to raise the sensitivity a lot.
This app does have chat, and maybe even voice chat? I didn't get a chance to try this. Alright, you know what? I just didn't want to talk to anybody.
Come on, baby. Yeah! My first online game. Now, before anything happens to my phone, go away. Go away. Goodbye. Are my text messages fine? They tried to get me. Those bastards. Delete. Never again. which is...
You know, I've heard that Chinese knockoffs can get pretty crazy. I've heard that they can even knock off cars so well that the manufacturer's parts are compatible. But now that China's in the video game market, are we gonna see more crazy good knockoffs like this? Don't get me wrong, this game sucks because it controls like garbage, but it's a pretty commendable effort. For what it is, if it was legit, I'd play it. I'd pay good money for it too. To have Splatoon on mobile? It kind of feels like if Gameloft made a Splatoon port without motion controls and with sensitivity. What if this was a leaked port from Nintendo now that they're in the mobile market? Maybe they were testing some things out, huh? Think about that. But more likely it's just a Chinese knockoff. What do you guys think about this crazy good Chinese knockoff? Leave it in the comments below. I'm on Twitter, all this other social media garbage. I'm not going to give you the link to it. Just Google it. You can find it yourself. I don't recommend downloading it because, again, it's malicious. It's also, like, buggy and wonky and, like, garbagey. Anyway, new videos every single Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday nights. Wulff Den Live. Join us for the live podcast. Thank you guys very much. Have a good week. Happy Independence Day. I think it's safe to say by now that the Wii U is a commercial failure. Nintendo's got to do something about this, and they are. They're scrapping the whole thing completely and coming out with a brand new console next year, codenamed NX. Looking at all the rumors and speculation around this console and the dire situation Nintendo's been in, many people say that Nintendo is doomed. I don't really think so. I think they'll be just fine. When I first played The Division, I couldn't help but think that it was incredibly similar to Watch Dogs, just the way it looked, the way the guns worked, the way you moved around, and that was a game that came out a whole 2 years prior. And now we have Ghost Recon Wildlands, which looks almost identical to The Division, except in the heat instead of the cold. So let's break down some of the similarities between the two games so we can figure out why Wildlands gives off such a Division vibe.